Here is episode 4 of the Masque of the Red Death crossover that we are doing with a bunch of Fable and Folly shows. To see where all of those shows are and where all the episodes live, you can check the show notes. Enjoy. Previously on our Masque of the Red Death one-shot,
you four have been invited to the secluded manor of Prince Prospero on the winter solstice for a grand Yule masquerade.
I want to know what these words mean. Like, the Red Death isn't just a sickness, it's a frame of mind.
You said there was a mirror also on the altar, correct? When I looked at it?
Yes, you did. Yeah. Go ahead and look at the mirror.
I'd like to look at
what
myself
you would like to roll with.
In the mirror.
With those scratches and the red paint, it looks like you have a red hat with a white fur trim on top. And then on the bottom, your coat that you were wearing has now become red with a white collar. Stay your fears, good friends. The Crimson Plague, I told you, cannot breach these walls. My manor is a sanctuary, and you are under my protection.
He's nervous about whatever's beyond that door. I suspect whatever afflicted her is coming from there.
Shall we take a moment to speak to the man himself or inspect that door?
I say we inspect the door. You see her eyes set with a determination that is normally not there, and she says, "Shadows be damned."
All right, let's jump over to where our other two, where William and Lenore are currently investigating. So you go across the hall, like tiptoeing, but in all the fracas, if you want to try and sneak, it's going to be a low check because of all the work that your other two compatriots are doing. All eyes are really on them. Or you could just stride confidently across, completely up to you. But I'm asking you, basically, do you want to sneak?
Well, I'm not even supposed to be here, I don't think, anymore. I think I'm basically gate crashing. So yeah, probably I should be a little bit sneaky.
Yeah, let's sneak.
Go for it. Roll to sneak.
22.
11? Oh, come on.
I'm a rogue. I'm sneaky. You guys didn't even notice I stole a Shakespeare folio from that library. I'm so sneaky.
Oh my god, my dress is probably made of the noisiest silk, like, ever.
Like a tracksuit, it's like...
Yeah, it doesn't shut up.
What did Lenore roll for sneaking?
That would be an 11.
For stealth. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a low check. So really, if you guys like beat a 9, I'm happy with that. So yeah. You start to like go across and like you're hearing like the heavy material of your gown swishing, and you look panicked around, and you're Raven. By the way, do you want to give your Raven a name?
It's just Raven, isn't it?
It's Raven. Raven. Yeah.
That's so Raven.
You feel Raven. You feel Raven's talons kind of grip a little bit more tightly on your shoulder. Be quiet! You're gonna find us. By this time, you look and William is in. William is not even there. William is just a ghost of a presence. But nobody seems to look your way still. And so you make your way across to this door, this unlocked door. And
can I just ask, can other people hear Raven?
What do you think?
I'm going to say no. And if they can barely see him as well, then she could probably look a bit insane talking to herself the whole time.
I like how, though, none of you have even commented on that. You're like, yeah, sure. All right. The two of you recognize this as servants' quarters. They're cramped and they're cold, with plain cots pushed against the walls and thick woolen blankets folded neatly at their ends. I invite both of you to roll perception.
Oh, God.
7.
4. It is time for new dice. I'm sorry. This is just
put them away.
Yeah,
just
let's try this
being
one.
Very, very naughty tonight. They're on the naughty list. Here's what the two of you are able to see. A single lantern in there casts a feeble glow, revealing cluttered shelves. And you see more of those empty vials with wax seals that you had seen across the way. But in addition to that, you see scraps of paper with small bits and lines of this red powder. I would say Lenore, in addition to that, because Lenore, would you roll again for your perception?
Please. Oh, 11.
Yeah, okay. Lenore, you see, too, that there are faint etchings on the wall in those same strange symbols that you had seen on the altar. The air to the both of you smells of sweat and something acrid biting the back of your throats. You see, this is a place of hard work and hidden fears where secrets fester under a veil of obedience. Go ahead, and both of you. What would you like to roll to check out those symbols?
Can I use my... Well, that's for finding secret things. I've already found those. I'll just use investigation if that's okay.
I would like to roll wisdom.
Go for it.
24 for me.
15 for me.
William, you're able to decipher all of this, and I would say, Lenore, you're able to decipher half of it. So, William, here's what you are able to decipher that Lenore is not. It's in a language that you had studied before on a lark because you were bored one day.
Mm-hmm.
An old arcane language that had come from the outer planes. And it translates to, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. And then it stops as if interrupted mid-sentence. Now, here's what the both of you also notice. You see another one of those loose bells on one of the shelves behind one of the empty vials. And then you see, in common, a couple more notes scratched on the wall next to one of the servants' cots. You see first, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. And then next to that, almost as an answer, but in spite of these things, it will be a gay and magnificent revel. His plans are bold and icy, and his conceptions glow with barbaric luster.
Can I look at one of those vials? Does it seem like the red powder, like that's what I want to, I guess, see what has been in it? Was it used to hold that, or?
Yeah, you see them in different arrays. So one of the vials is completely empty. A second vial has some of that red powder that was in it. A third vial has some kind of a mixing agent that is liquid in form, cold to the touch, on the outside of the glass. And the fourth vial is half empty, and it is a full mixture.
I'm gonna
almost like
those.
You're looking at one of those, pages of like, try my recipe for my cinnamon rolls, and I'm going to tell you about my great grandmammy and how she loves me oh so much. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give you pictures all along the way of how to make these. So it's like stage 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I love it. I will pocket those.
Okay.
Should we go help them? I don't see anything else in here except it's weird and gross, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm getting those vibes too. Let's
go find our friends.
Yeah. Be useful.
Now, at this point, Madeline and Annabel, you two were already planning on heading towards that one door that Prince Prospero had kind of eyed a bit, and making your way over there. If you want to do this out in the open, go for it. If you want to try and keep to the stealthy side of things, go for that. Or if you want to try something else. But you do kind of get the sense, especially Madeline, when you were looking at Prospero, that he doesn't want people over there. It is in the back corner, past the pedestal that you had seen with this covered orb that is even cordoned and roped off, but they're on display nonetheless. And behind that, in a small corner.
I think we'll try this stealth, because why not? It'll obviously make life easier, but you can tell Madeline's heart is not fully in it. But as like the attendants,
is this explaining if she rolls shitty?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't trying.
It's more like she's going at the door one way or another. Okay. But like as the attendants come and start picking up the lady, we will kind of shuffle into the crowd and then try and use that cover to like inch our way up the side, while hopefully Prospero is attending to the panic of the others.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll stealth.
19.
Ooh, she was trying.
Her heart was in it.
She's, I guess.
She's like, no, that's just me.
15.
you both make your way, weave through, and planning out kind of the regular intervals of servants passing by. You find a good gap in awareness, and you slip over there to the door. Trying it, though, you hold out, and it is a door with a knob. We finally found a door with some kind of knob here, and it does not budge. It is locked.
I think we probably at the same time are like, see them where they're going, and we're trying to like sneak around as well, like probably the other way. So hopefully
roll stealth. Yeah, go for it.
Is there a way we can like cause a distraction to help them get through the door?
Tell me more.
Okay, well, I've just decided that Raven cannot be seen, which is probably which is really helping here. Let me see. Hold on, because I can do some fun things. Misty visions, casting illusions to distract or mislead foes. Could that be used to distract people?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Narrate it to me. I'm not going to make you, because you don't have to roll for that. Tell me what it looks like, and we'll go with it.
All right. Okay. So Lenore opens up her hands, and from her fingertips, 8 ghostly figures emit and sort of like smoke pools on the ground, and then they rise from it, and they're sort of glittery, and they keep sort of moving and reforming, and everybody in the crowd seems to see something slightly different in them, like they're all interpreting these shapes as someone they know or something that they, they recognize.
And depending on both the demeanor and then the appearance of, so the demeanor of the guests and the nature and shape of these images that you are casting, you hear both cries of delight and awe, as if it is one of the planned bits of revelry, which Prince Prospero doesn't say anything and acts and nods along as if that was meant to be, like, and kind of looking around, like, was like mouthing, was this planned? Was this part of the? Okay. And then still others of shock and fear in what they and their imaginations decide to see. So what this will allow you to do is, you tell me what you want. Do you want advantage on your stealth roll, or do you want a lower number to beat?
Advantage.
Okay. Roll twice, and that. So you'll roll once for William and roll twice for Lenore. The DC we're looking at here, because of that, though, is still 10. So we have distracted people, just need to beat a 10.
Got 19.
Me too.
Oh, look at you guys.
Boom.
Got that.
I'm going to
Make
stick
your way
with
over.
this dice.
Yeah, that one's better.
You make your way over to your compatriot sides, and you see that they have made it to this door as well, and are in the midst of checking the door. And you also see that it is locked.
Well, I am a rogue, so I do have thieves' tools. So
Why don't you've got a key?
Oh, I do also have a key. I think
maybe the room wasn't useless after all.
I think because I'm with 3 beautiful ladies with their very big skirts, as we have established, they can just stand in front of me and I can duck down behind, and I'll try the key. So I guess I'll try the key that I found.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, great. I'm kind of disappointed because I wanted to show off my slot picking skills, but I
You can always pretend it's like, oh no, I guess I'm gonna have to pick this
I did it myself. So I will not open the door, unlock the door, and then whisper.
I mean, is it
them.
the right key? We're presuming it's the right key.
Oh yeah, that was the right key.
Worked.
Oh, okay, so there we go. Boom.
Wow, you picked that lock incredibly quickly.
I'm very good at picking locks. Most people aren't, but I'm very good at it. And I guess I've like sneakily stood back up. Shall we duck in? The door is unlocked. I assume
Madeline
these
opens the
illusions
door.
are still happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Yeah, let's
Nobody
try and
seems
get
to
in
look.
there.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll enter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweep inside with a very inconvenient rustle of all of the silk skirts.
You sweep into this room, and it is a study cloaked in shadows, illuminated only by the sullen glow of a single guttering candle on a massive mahogany desk. The atmosphere is thick and oppressive, as though the room itself were holding its breath, keeping terrible secrets close. The wild music of the orchestra seems to echo your steps as you enter the room. I invite all of you to roll perception, investigation, religion, or history.
They're all exactly the same.
You're like, it don't matter.
7.
17.
Sorry. What were the options again?
So let's. I'm gonna do like a. Let's do this because I've thrown a lot at you guys. I get. So if you'd like to roll perception, let's roll that first. Is that what you want your?
That's what I did. It was 17.
Yeah, that's what you did. Yeah. Anybody else want to do perception?
I'll save it for history. Not like the 7's going to give me much, but
It can get you something.
yeah. DC 5.
All right. Here's what William is able to notice with his perception. You see the room is filled with the scent of old parchment and a faint hint of incense just as before, mixed with that something metallic. Now, of course, at first you're like, like rusted iron, but we know better. You also notice heavy curtains drawn tightly over the windows, shutting out any trace of moonlight, while the walls are lined with shelves bearing ancient, weathered tomes and odd, sinister relics. In the corner, William, you see standing a tall glass cabinet, its contents shrouded but glinting faintly. Potions, vials, interesting artifacts. And it is, William, locked. There is no key. I wonder if you can open it.
I wonder. It's a little test for myself. That's what I'll go try and do.
Okay. So while William is trying to open that here in a sec, would anybody like to roll investigation? All right, I got no takers for investigation. How about a religion?
I'll do religion.
Damn it. If you do religion, shall I do investigation?
There's multiple things. Don't worry. For everything I ask you, there's multiple possibilities. So you both can roll religion. I've got fun bags here.
Go for it, Annabelle. Go.
All right.
Also a 17.
All right. And then okay. Here's what you two are. So Lenore, you see on the desk some notes, and because of what you have seen so far in this manor, you decipher them as ritual notes, and so you see notes planning to use this crystal of celestial frost to harness what is noted as cold magic to purify his guests. But you also note that this is an experiment he has not fully tested, perhaps on the servants, but not fully enough. Annabelle, you are able to further tell from this that the notes in here, especially the religious aspect of this, it's calling on something to halt the Red Death. But you do note also that in this specific ritual that it saps the life force of all those nearby, effectively freezing life energy. You even see this interesting note that says the dreams are stiff frozen as they stand. Right. Put this there. All right. And then finally, history.
That's
you rolled a 7, right?
5.
Okay. Oh,
For
5.
good old Madeline of the House of Usher.
I'm feeling very historical. There is something that you do remember, and it's very faint. It's like you hear it from your childhood, as far back as that is. It's almost like echoes, but you remember stories around the winter time of an old god, something to do with giftings, immortality.
Mm-hmm.
You remember some of the servants who would tell these stories would also put up silver bells, holly, mistletoe, and red blood.
Does anyone have a cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, there are canapes.
That's right.
Okay. In this room, what do we see besides the candle and the book that was found?
As you're kind of looking around, you see behind the desk like this heavy damask curtain that hangs on the wall.
Have I got
And
that
if we peer
cabinet
behind
open?
it?
Sorry.
Yeah, let's roll to see if you got that cabinet open by now.
By
So
the
you
way,
roll
what are
sleight
you
of
looking
hand.
like right now? Are you like red with like a full-on beard, or
Oh,
is
yes,
this
has-
like, you know?
Is my physical face changing,
No,
or is
you're-
it just in the mirror?
Has
No,
the
You're
I feel like
becoming-
physical appearance is normal.
I'm
You're
getting
becoming
bigger
Tim
and bigger.
Allen.
I feel like we need to check
This
on
is
this
a
right
great,
now.
great question.
Yeah, William is looking like William. It's just the mirror that had been
Okay. Made me look like
tampered
it.
with.
Okay.
I say we retcon that.
William loves this idea so much that he's like cobbled together some sort of disguise, and you see the
Seeing
like
is
white powders.
believing.
Yeah, as we were walking through the ballroom, I was like stealing
Yeah.
someone's mink stole to make a beard and something. I rolled an 18 for the sleight of hand to get that.
It
open.
unlocks, and you see kind of in there four things stand out to you. So I'm going to have in order of earlier rolls. Carla, would you roll a d4 for me?
Mhm. That's a 1.
A potion stands out to you, and you pull it out, and you see it is a potion of climbing.
Okay.
I wonder if it'll translate to here. Let's see. Nope, it's just normal. No hyperlink there. But feel free to look that up. Okay. Next highest, I believe, was Annabel. Annabel, roll a d4.
Also a 1.
You pick out something very interesting. I'm going to actually open this on mine and like just send you the link. Go ahead and roll history to see if you know what this is. And roll it with advantage.
Ooh. 17.
Oh yeah, you've seen this before. Never in person, but definitely on descriptions from old tomes. You note that this is called Dairn's Instant Fortress. It's a cube, a 1-inch metal cube, and a small note with a command word that I'm going to let you, Rev, choose what the command word is.
Okay. Oh, right
So-
now. Yes, it's,
if you want to. You can use it later on. Just you get
Okay.
to. There's going to be a command word, and that cube is going to turn into something fun.
Perfect.
Okay, Lenore, roll a d4.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, also a 1.
All these ones. You see this staff that she's like, ooh, that looks perfectly creepy. Even Raven on your perched on your shoulders, like, yeah, it's pretty. It's so pretty. And it's a staff where the head of it looks like that of an adder or a snake. In my mind, I'm thinking, old school Aladdin, Jafar's
Yeah,
staff.
I was going to say.
like,
Yeah, it's
however
giving
you
me
want-
vibes.
Mhm.
Does it have ruby eyes?
It does.
Ooh.
And finally, Madeline, roll a d4.
4.
The highest one. You see another staff kind of on there. And dun, 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 roll Arcana with advantage.
Sweet. Oh, natural 20.
Oh, you've wanted one of these.
Yeah.
This, you see, is a staff of warning. Looks like a simple staff, but you know what to look for. In fact, you've been wanting. Well, it's been on your list for a while, but you know that this is a staff that warns you of danger and gives you specific perks if you ever say are an initiative.
Sweet. Yeah, you see she grabs the staff and just like her eyes light up like it's, I don't know, Christmas. Just kind of like caresses the staff and like goes just totally like still and silent, like poring over all the details of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, William, you are, now that you've gotten this all open and you are hearing specifically from your compatriots, like what they are noting, what they've found, what they're realizing with their religion and history, go ahead and roll investigation. Let's see if you're going to make some 2 and 2 together.
I'm not. Well, that's an 11.
Many of it is still in the dark for you, in the shadows, but some of it is coming to light. You're seeing that this crystal, which must be that pedestaled artifact on the outside of this door, seems to be able to harness this magic to purify sickness, but at a cost.
Mm.
And you're starting to put together that cost is going to be paid out to an old god. Now, William, as you start to realize the crystal's true nature, the clocks chime midnight. But Instead of the silver bells to announce the hour that you have heard echoed in the halls as before, a boom knocks at the grand hall entrance, which had been locked after you. With each stroke of the hour, the pounding at the door seems to answer. Upon the 12th assault, everything falls silent. Clocks and intruder at the door alike. But then you hear it. The sound of hooves pawing and prancing on the roof, skittering to a stop just at the chimney.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I am the Dungeon Master here, the adventure that you're listening to. I'm the one that wrote it. If you like what you're hearing, you should actually check out my show. It's called Of Mice and Men and Monsters, where we combine classic literature like Edgar Allan Poe short stories and many more with Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition and, of course, a lot of homebrew. So come on down and check OMAM out. And once again, that is Of Mice and Men and Monsters.
Hey, I'm Carla, and I am playing William Dupin. If you like what you're hearing, you should check out my show. It is called Dumbgeons and Dragons. We're just big dumb idiots that make dick jokes and play D&D, but it's really fun. So if you like that, you should go to dumbdragoncast.com. You can find all the links there, and we would love it if you came and joined us.
Hi, I'm Giancarlo, and I'm playing Madeline Usher. You should check out my show, Dungeons and Drimbus, where a group of actors get together and play tabletop games and try to make each other's lives more difficult. It's a fun time, and if you want to check out our most recent season, Yes Chef, just wrapped up, where we did a John Wick meets Hell's Kitchen style adventure, and we typically publish every Friday.
Hey, I'm Rev, and I am playing Annabel Shore. And if you like what you hear, you should check out our show, The Critshow, which is an actual play podcast where we play Monster of the Week and other Powered by the Apocalypse games, all within the same dimension-hopping story. You can find it wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hi, I'm Emily Inkpen, and I'm playing Lenore Ravenshadow. You should check out my show, The Dex Legacy, a dark, political, sci-fi adventure set on a far future planet where a weapons manufacturer uses his genetically enhanced adopted children to terrorize the planet, while they find inventive ways to fight him at every turn. You can find seasons 1 and 2 on all platforms, and we'll be releasing season 3 in 2025.
If you're looking for part 5, check out Dungeons and Drimbus. Check the show notes for our complete one-shot lineup. You're going to want to hear them all.